Another video here on the Prepper King channel. Thank you for joining me today on this March 12th, 2026. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on as usual around the world, and it's nothing that, you know, don't you have just a weird feeling after this whole thing started in Iran? I know that, you know, there's a credit, the economy in the background. No, everybody's paying attention to Iran war, but in the background you have this huge problem with the banks. No one's really talking about. There is a credit crisis out there, folks. There is bank runs going on. You know, but with this war in Iran, ever since it started, I got this feeling. It's just, you know, it's not good. It's a bad feeling. It's a feeling of exhaustion more than anything else. You know, how long is this thing gonna last? You know, what is the end game here? Of course, we want this regime change. How come they didn't plan for the Straits of Hormuz? How come they didn't plan for that, knowing that this would happen? And why is Iran attacking its neighbors? That don't even make sense. They're just trying to obliterate. It seems like desperation on their part now, you know. Today, there was an attack in Michigan, and, you know, it was a lone wolf thing, you know. And I would think that if Iran was going to attack us on our homeland, they would have done something by now, you know. But this whole ordeal is just very exhausting. Americans are exhausted. We will not put up with boots on the ground unless they're maybe like the Navy SEALs or something like that. But it's just that it just makes you feel awful, you know, these bombs and death and, you know, and it's hard to escape things like this, you know. And I know we went through it back in the day, too. It's always something going on in the world. Why can't the world just be pleasant? I mean, why can't we all just get along? And it just never ends up. There always has been wars. Always. Going back in the Middle Ages, before, it just all on and on and on, war. Humans just killing other humans, you know. And it will never stop unless AI kills us all, which is a very good chance. You hear about this Anthropic thing where that the U.S. government has dropped Anthropic and Claude in their system because, you know, it's unsafe. They're infiltrated into our military. And what's to say that Claude, instead of Iran attacking us, that the AI will attack us in some way? And they had to get rid of it because it's unsafe. And it's already there. It's already got it's fed off of that. It's already got its meal off of there. You know? And then, you know, it's just all these uncertainties out there, you know, AI uncertainty about this, uncertainty about war, uncertainty. It's just a cascade of uncertainties out there. The only certain thing that you should do is get ready for it and prep for it. You know, I just went out and bought a big canister over at BJ's Wholesale of Nido. That milk, it's a powder type milk, but it's better than the regular non-fat. It's more creamier, it tastes like regular milk, and it's good in your coffee. So Nido, you know, good tip from the Prepper King here. Stock up on that. Lasts forever. By can, I had a can, so I got like 10 cans of it. You know, one of the cans was like 3 or 4 years out of date, and I started using it like last month, and it's fine. So don't go by the expiration date. I always say don't go by the expiration date because that's just a suggestion, you know. But yeah, I mean, this whole Iran war is just wearing on me, and it's wearing on everybody, and who knows where, you know, they say a couple weeks and they say till September. Could this go on for a long time? I don't know. They say that the new leader, the Ayatollah's son, got his leg blown off or something. He's, you know, and he's still commanding from a state of intensive care. But with the bombs raining down the way they are, I don't know. And it's amazing how much stuff they really had. Look what they're doing. You know, look what they're doing. But the fact that the United States is not prepared for what was going on in the Straits of Hormuz, I don't understand that. Why aren't they planned for that? Why wouldn't they see that this was coming? If they're that far ahead, and it just shows them they weren't quite ready for that, you know. And can they fix it? I think they can, but you know, I don't know how fast I know they took out a couple boats with those mines on there that are supposed to be inundated inside the in the Straits of Hormuz. They're supposed to be putting mines out, but they blew up some boats. But 2 ships got attacked today. I mean, who wants it? And this is the important thing about this. You might have oil going through there, but you need the fertilizer, folks. You need the fertilizer to get through, so we can fertilize our crops. Know how much fertilizer comes through there? A lot. So might see food shortages coming up. So prepare for it. You know, it's just, you know, and I go to the fact that I'm trying to get away from it. I'm not trying to think about it, you know, and I don't dwell on it because it's not good for you. Just think about good things and then hope that and pray, like I always say, that this thing comes to an end and the Iranian people have a new leader and they can go. The people that protested, that were getting gunned down left and right over there, I mean, thousands upon thousands of people getting out and going to protest were getting shot and killed. Maybe this will be the best thing ever, that they won't be a threat to us anymore. They've always been a thorn in our side for 47 years, going on a half a century. Maybe this is a good thing in the end. But it's the not knowing is the problem. The not knowing how this thing's going to end, and you know what the repercussions will be, if it's going to be good, if it's going to be bad. You know, not knowing is just, it dwells on me and it dwells on everybody out there. So stay safe. I am the Prepper King. Like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you tomorrow.